During this time of the Great Awakening, this is what you need to know. We're coming to the end of Kali Yuga, or the Iron Age. Yes! So if this is the first time you're hearing this, you're gonna want to stick around. This is a depiction of the cycles of consciousness, the Yuga Cycles, and it comes to us from the Hindu scriptures, which is one of the oldest wisdom traditions. The Yugas map cycles of change within consciousness and the universe. And each Yuga is many thousands of years long. So here on this side of the circle, we have descending consciousness, from silver to bronze, bronze to the Iron Age. And on this side, we have ascending consciousness, from iron to bronze and bronze to silver and to the Golden Age. Notice how the Golden Age is a big part of the circle? Pretty cool that we get to experience the Golden Age for much, much longer than the Iron Age. Of course, we would design it that way. Now, there are a few different counts by different scholars and sages as to where we are in this cycle, but it has been calculated that we are currently coming up out of the Iron Age. Sri Yukteswar's calculation was that we are already in the Bronze Age, whereas another scholar says that the turning point is year 2025. Either way, we are in the Great Awakening. Now let's dive deeper. You with me? In the Iron Age, it is said that our consciousness is at its lowest density and most limited point. We forget we are a part of source consciousness and experience ourselves as very separate and individual. It's a time of inversion, perversion, and untruth. It's a time when evil runs amok in our world. It's a time of deception, chaos, fear, and pain and suffering, and immoral behavior. It's a time of afflictions of the body and mind. Sounding familiar at all? It is said that this is when souls look outside of themselves for fulfillment instead of looking within. It's why there's such an emphasis on materialism during this time. It's a time when we are so hyper-focused with our body and image that we erroneously identify ourselves with our outward appearance, aka our body, as opposed to our indwelling spirit. Now let's look at the Golden Age, or the Satya Yuga, Sat meaning truth, the truth age. This is the world we always knew was possible. It's a time when all of our thoughts and actions are rooted in truth and in alignment with the natural laws of the universe. Satya Yuga is a time of knowledge, wisdom, love, respect, and care where hatred does not exist. Humans in this age are virtuous, vigorous, powerfully built, youthful, honest, and long-lived. They say our lifespan could be so long that we could live up to 200 years in the beginning, to up to 1,000 years, to up to 4,000 years at the peak of the Golden Age. It's a time where each soul is able to bring forth all of their gifts and talents into the world and collaborate with each other to make life on earth a true Garden of Eden for all. Life in the Truth Age is thought to be much simpler than our modern complex world of untruth and obscurities. It's a time when we stop fighting with each other and finally work together for the good of all. Cycles occur everywhere in nature, and when it comes to our consciousness, we are no different. We are also subject to change. Now check out this depiction. Do you see here how the cycle overlaps? So we repeat the cycle, but we never repeat the same thing. It's like a corkscrew of constant evolution of consciousness. Speaking of change, the word apocalypse, which is associated with the end of days, actually means to uncover or to unveil that which was previously hidden. So the knowledge of our true origins, our true earth, and the true reality of our human nature will be revealed to us like an unveiling, and the old matrix world of untruth dissolves away. So here's the best part. If you've ever felt worried or fearful about the future, you can let that go. Because when you know and understand this concept and that there's a huge shift about to take place, then you can release all fear around what's happening in the world right now. If you know that where we are eventually going is beautiful, then you can be relaxed during this time, even though it seems like bad news is arriving on the daily. Now, of course, there might be some bumpy times ahead before we get there, as the old system that we all rely on falls away, but we know that the old must go before we can create the new. So have faith, my friends. Have faith in yourself and the other lights that are waking up. So remember this: whatever dark force has been in control for thousands of years, it is most definitely not growing stronger. It is dying. The seeming rise that we've seen in evil these last few years, that's just the death throes of the dark forces that are trying its last desperate attempt at control, to confuse us, to poison us, to divide us, as they try to dampen our individual and collective awakening. So my final word to you is, as you watch the drama unfold on the world stage, remember this noble truth about the cycles of consciousness. The only constant in the universe is change, and where we're going is a beautiful place, one that you were born knowing was possible. Now start envisioning it, and comment below if this is something that you always knew in your heart was possible. And follow me for more on how to navigate this great awakening.